You know how you completely screw over a team of paladins coming to.
All right, folks, we're back.
You put babies in your arm.
Terrible person.
All right, so as you came down the elevator and you see before you two paths, you can go down the steps into a large open area, or you can go down the hallway.
I just got here. I don't know.
I want to go down I want to go down the steps because it's less exposed.
No, going down to the steps exposes you to a very
I thought
large.
this exposed you.
No, that's a hallway.
Okay, that's a hallway.
This opens up into a large open space.
So it's not these rails; it's an actual hallway.
Yes.
Oh, okay, hallway. Do hallway.
I'm gonna stand still and watch. I'm gonna stand by this stairwell, actually, close to the ladder, so I can see both paths. The early bird gets the worm, but the sexy mouse gets the cheese.
There you go. Like that one, which is completely true. Did you want that back in there?
That's fine.
Not really.
One way or the other.
You got an NPC back there under there.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of them who are dead.
Oh, is that one dead?
How many have died so
Oh, there we go.
5, maybe 7 have died so far.
More than that, technically. I stored
I
a lot
get
of them
them.
that weren't actually.
Oh, you want them back there?
No, I was trying to get them out.
Okay.
And apparently there's a Captain Leonard
Look at
who
ladder here.
is a little gung ho.
Yeah.
There we go.
This dream set only has 1 D8. Oh no, it's got 2.
Go get them, Batman.
No.
Looking for traps.
There you go.
Daskell, are you assisting? I will assist. You should be up here with me if you're assisting.
I'm following him.
You should be much closer to me.
He moved forwards, so I'm following whoever moved forwards.
The dude who was wounded earlier is still shaking and relatches onto you.
We've been through this before. This doesn't work. Daskell, help me.
Explain it to me.
If you cling on to me and I get shot, you'll probably die too. It goes the same way for if you get shot.
Charisma check.
16.
Okay. He lets go. And in fact, pushes you away a little bit and proceeds down the hallway.
Okay.
Nice. Good job, buddy.
I can't help someone from dead.
No, not you, him. That's right down the hallway.
Perception. 17.
17. When he pushed you really close to a very, very sharp wall spike.
Okay. Oh, look down.
Pressure plate.
Okay. I inform you very carefully. Step away from me.
I step away.
Backwards,
Backwards.
not forwards.
I step away backwards in the exact steps that I had taken to get to you.
I look at the pressure plate. How much weight am I putting on it? Full body weight?
Nope, half of a foot.
So where is the spike going to come out of the wall?
Directly next to you.
Okay. With that knowledge of where it's going to come out, I would like to try and make my dodge, but with advantage because I know where it's coming from.
Yep.
I can do that.
Yep.
And that is going to be a dex save. When I go to move my foot off, I'm not just moving my foot off. I'm using that to spring away.
Mm-hmm.
So about that 9.
Out that 9. You spring away. The trap does not go off.
I didn't put enough weight on it.
It's delayed.
Yep. Give it about 6 seconds.
Nothing. However, the NPCs do pass by you.
Yep. Did they walk over that square?
No.
Okay. I know the level that spike is going to come out, right?
Yep. It's about waist height.
I'm going to try and basically slide under where it would come out if I pass that area. Does that trigger it?
Nope.
You can never take chances if it's motion detected. I set it off, now it's motion detected.
You have that female standing next to you.
She came back?
We thought she was a goner.
No.
No, I thought she was, because she would have taken the elevator
There was
down.
a female that got fucked up. She's dead.
I knew that.
The female was crying out in the very beginning. Standing next to you.
The old bitch.
Oh, how nice. You have a companion.
Mm.
You should name her Lydia.
George.
Her name is Fodder.
Her name is Potter.
Number 9.
Yeah,
Number 9.
Exactly. There was breastplate, gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of NPCs for that to be. Okay.
Looking for more traps as I move forward.
Yep.
That's cool. Come rejoin me.
I am back on your ass. I'm like, okay, don't know what the
Are you behind him or next to him?
behind him.
Natural 20. That's a 26 for perception.
Excellent. You can see that this hallway has traps all over the place as well. In fact, there's these weird elongated slits in the floor and on the walls and in the ceiling.
Sounds like very sharp objects ahead.
So spikes will likely be coming from any direction, not just from the sides or below you, but from also above.
Nice. Don't you just want to walk down the hallway and get skewered through the head?
No. No.
How's that one dude who ran ahead doing?
Seems to be fine.
Okay.
And he's taking his good old time too. And trying to make sure
He's trying to be smart and not get himself killed either.
Yep.
GG, fam. Can we follow his footsteps?
Yes.
Is our druid friend joining us? Way in the back of the bus.
People actually make it down the hall.
Yes. I say he's moving and he appears to be safe. I recommend we take his same steps.
Unless he's triggering something and the next person that steps on it is going to set it off.
That's also fair.
There you go.
So then we follow his steps cautiously.
I'm just going to try and make perception checks as we go and avoid traps where I can.
Yep.
Of what I know of, I've seen some of where the spaces come out, but I don't have knowledge of pressure plates. Is that correct?
Correct.
22.
Okay. I mean, as you come up on things, you're able to go, and I'm not touching that. Stepping around. Looking down the hallway from that first check, you see where it's like those spots are fishy. And as you get things closer, you're recognizing, well, that's definitely a trap. That's obvious. That's a fucking wooden stake wedged into the concrete with a string that goes from the tip of it into that hole in the wall.
That's
That's
definitely
tripwire.
a trap.
It's a tripwire trap. So I'm going to let you know of this, and I would love to let my druid friend know of this. Unfortunately, he's 40 feet behind me, and I can't. So,
Seeing that they made it halfway down the hall and still alive, I'm going to proceed cautiously down the hallway as well. Maybe about
I would like you to make a charisma save.
oh no,
Oh, yay.
7.
7. The female next to you takes your hand and holds you close. You feel comfortable.
Well, he's comfortable. You really do have a companion, but it might not be Lydia.
also might be a vampire. You don't know.
That's also true. How does our druid friend feel about becoming a vampire?
In some
It
games,
almost
that's
feels as
NPC
if
status.
all your fears and cares just went out the window. You literally feel comfortable now.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were
No.
older?
Just go on trooping down the hall.
Do we hear him sound a little more giddy in his step? And we're like, what is he doing?
It's eerie and creepy.
This whole situation is eerie and creepy.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to do a little better than that.
We're all paranoid out of our minds, and this man just decided to start dancing. Everything's creepy.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm gonna roll for perception.
Because I'm looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Do I have advantage for you, sir? So I can at least try to
What are you trying to do?
perceive what the hell happened to him.
See if you can get a girlfriend.
Best relationships are made when you're surrounded by death.
I'm telling shotgun to join this group. It's like the world can handle me. Oh my god! Welcome to shenanigans. This is not a shenanigan-prone game, but make him the shenanigans.
So is that a yes or no advantage? To try to figure out what he's doing.
Well, there always is.
Unfortunately, I have to keep an eye out on what's ahead
So no, gotcha.
because, and I don't know what's going on behind me. So
That's fair. I heard him and I just looked around, I just turned around
I
and
did
played
not.
what?
I did not, because whatever's behind me isn't going to change what's in front of me.
That's a good point. All right.
Advantage. Oh wait, you don't have it. Do you?
Nope, because you weren't looking.
That
so.
one.
Oh, she took your hand too.
She started off the way she didn't say. She said,
You're slightly enveloped with envy.
You can't. You rolled a natural one, but you can't help but notice.
It seems like they're together and you're alone in this situation.
I will not hold your hand. Thank you. This is not.
That's
This is
horrible.
This is not that meme where the guy says, "Come up here, sir. I will hold your hand and buy you coffee." This is not that meme.
so I am not feeling envious, even though I don't really care about people. This is interesting. This is an interesting scenario.
Oh, no, you don't care about people. You're jealous of the
Of the
of
connection.
the connection.
Oh, connection to another person.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, then I'm going to mutter under my breath. And I'm directly behind you.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think this is all the ones of stupid relationships. Probably is a little angrier than that.
As it almost seems like she's the one doing the perception checks, of like pulling you to the side, make sure you don't step on anything, moving around. She puts her hand on your head for a moment. She says, "Duck," and then you go, complete trust.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hello, complete stranger.
I've known you all my life.
So,
Because I only just started living.
so I'm saying crude things about them because I feel lonely.
Crude or shrewd?
It's been a few moments. You're allowed to make another charisma save.
You've most likely heard me at this point.
Oh.
I mean, you're just like, yeah. You don't think you've ever felt this good in your entire life.
It's about that time.
You're like, I kind of want to take this girl home.
I will make her my wife, damn it. I do not care. Do you tell her that?
Come with me, my turtle dove.
Not yet, okay.
She said you said there weren't enough turtles.
But you look, she is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, even in rags.
I'm going to take that one out.
Winning.
Winning.
Exactly. Even if I am a vampire.
Um,
take that.
Everyone else is busy dying. Now I'm busy living.
He's busy. He's getting busy.
Perception checks for you two.
Separate.
I got a 17. Oh, wait.
I
no.
didn't.
I got a 20,
I got
Excellent.
7.
but not natural.
You hear the unlocking of a very large lock
Is it in front or behind me?
in front of you, and the swing of a rusty metal door. As you hear a quick bark, all of you hear a bark, in fact, and you hear him, "Get 'em, boys." The guy in front gasps shit, turns and bolts in the opposite direction
Right
as
over
you
traps.
see a dog turn the corner.
Ah, that's really unfortunate, but we know there's a door. Should they turn the corner or did they come around from the far side?
They come from this little
Whatever that is.
barricade.
Interesting.
See you helping over there, Dad.
Oh,
I
The,
hear
fir-
you.
the first person gets grabbed by a dog and pulled to the ground. They
The
start
mall-
getting
the mall-
mauled.
mall-
As you hear them, help me, help!
Huh. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm turning it around.
No fuss given. As she does look worried, and she turns around and starts pulling you the opposite direction. Oh, okay.
You're like, okay, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna follow them, even though I hate them right now.
And she's going at a hurried pace. As you see a cloaked man standing on the platform where you had that explosion occur on you, raise a crossbow,
Duck.
nails her in the head as she falls to the ground dead.
Yes.
Is he no longer happy?
Her charm effect ends and you realize she's a green hag.
Oh.
That
was disappointing.
I mean,
You're a druid. Do you really care?
I mean, she kept me alive. I mean,
I'm mad that I'm now mad at myself for falling for that.
she wasn't
After seeing
all
what-
bad.
God damn it.
I mean, put it back over her head.
Exactly. Take one for the team.
She did.
Curious. Has the archer up there seen me already?
He sees all of you.
Okay.
crossbow.
I was gonna ask if it made
It
sense
takes
to check for
forever.
stuff.
Yeah.
It does.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Did it sound like a crossbow?
Yes.
Okay.
You are watching him now crouch down.
That
I'm gonna run, but you can't see me then.
with the horrid realization that my true love just died on actually abomination. I'm gonna spread out a line of sight.
It is a hallway.
So I'm gonna sprint under to the underarm. So I'm under where the ledge is. So I'm sprint towards that way, towards the other, away from the dog.
Again, I'm following him because I don't want you to die.
Give me a perception as you run through past all the traps.
Yes, 9.
9.
He sees them with a 9.
Do I remember-
so well?
Do I remember where the traps are located? Since I literally just went through there following him.
I understand that. You are now in a rush. And are
People in
being
a
rushed.
rush remember things incorrectly.
Lost my good luck
Anxiety is
charm.
That's fair. Well, I just said I'm gonna follow him, so I guess I'm wrong now. I didn't do too hot either.
all right. Perception, right?
Yep.
16.
16. All right. You're able to see the things. However, I also need an acrobatics because this guy. Actually, I need an acrobatics from you,
Why?
not you.
I'm guessing he's gonna knock me over. So I had a 17.
17. Excellent. You were able to watch him step on a pressure plate, and you hear things in the walls moving around you. You decide to roll forward
That's probably a good call.
as you watch spinning discs from 4 different directions roll through, cut this man to bits.
Is that the spot I was standing in before? That I almost triggered?
Before.
Ah, that really would have stopped if you'd have triggered that, wouldn't it?
I'm glad I'm not a heavier person.
You were able to take that moment of realizing the discs came out and are slowly spinning. They're slowing down, but you need to get past them.
And how much of the space do they cover?
A lot of it.
Will the dog be able to
However, yes, the dogs can make it through much more easily than you can.
So below them, I could make it underneath.
Yes.
So in acrobatics to roll under?
Yes.
Cool, let's do it.
Man, as long as you don't hit the blade initially, you'll be fine. You can hit it.
22!
You're good.
You made it.
The DC after the initial trap is much easier than
Because you know it's there.
10 points. Arrow.
That sucks.
Well, on the bright side, you get healed.
already?
No, they're still going through traps in the hallway.
Am I about to take damage now?
Yes, and from your other roll. 10
Yeah.
points. Arrow.
Damn it.
You're able to make it underneath the ledge.
I have 40 movement speed. Can I be able to go further, please?
These are not exact squares.
Okay.
You get full, also your movement will be drastically reduced unless you want to go full speed.
Okay. Okay. No, because that's disadvantage.
Highly.
Yeah.
And there are a lot more traps in here than you're
Yeah.
probably anticipating.
Anticipating about 4 traps per square. Yeah.
The dogs are catching up.
Yep.
As you can see them zipping through. They've obviously done this many times. The dogs know where traps are. And
Those are some very well trained dogs.
Yeah.
that person stopped making noise up there.
Are there only 2 following him currently? Because the 2 were eating him.
The guy finishes loading and takes a shot at you.
Reaction.
He's all right. Burn him.
Deflect arrows.
Mhm.
It's not magic. It's just training.
That's a cool reaction.
So I
Yes.
think roll
Very
a
convenient.
D10.
1d10 plus my dex modifier plus my monk level. If I nullify the damage, I get to redirect it at him in the same reaction.
Interesting.
So like you
Yeah.
basically you caught
like
it,
that.
spun around, and launched it back.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's considered a monk weapon when you do that. So
Yep.
you're proficient with it.
So literally, it's you saw the arrow coming at you.
2 plus 4, 6, so 9 damage negated.
okay, so you take 1 point.
Cool.
Sweet job. Good job.
So yeah, you basically he's
That is my reaction, though. That means
Yep.
I can't attack of opportunity. I can't nothing else.
I'm assuming you guys are running for underneath the ledge as well.
So effectively, I catch it just as it's impacting.
Or,
So it
or
doesn't
you deflect
completely
it so it
penetrate.
like slices the edge of your arm.
Yeah.
You got a paper cut. It was a serious paper cut, but paper cut nonetheless.
You
Your turn.
guys-
I'm following him.
You guys get underneath and you can hear him set it back down.
He's basically reloaded. Can the 3 of us overwhelm him?
The dogs aren't far.
So here's the options as I look at it. If we send the elevator back up at him, he'll be waiting for it to come up and he won't be expecting us not to be on it. However, if we do that, the dog is going to probably maul us. And you guys are already heavily damaged. Wait a minute. Wow, you have 1 hit point, don't you? You took 10. And you were it.
Still alive.
By like 2 hit points.
Anything above 1, I'm good to go.
Right?
Let's roll.
I guess we gotta go up and
The only point that matters is the last one.
Yes.
That's right.
we need to get on the elevator then, and we need to get up
I
there.
feel like we should get on the elevator and go up there. Just try to take him
How
on.
many NPCs you got?
None.
None. No, wait, there's one, right?
No.
Well, one died at the beginning, the one was following, and he tried to. Oh, that's right, he got sliced to bits. Yeah, it's literally just us 3 now.
Green Hag was my last hope.
Elevator?
Go. I'll slow down the dogs. At least keep them busy when you kill him and come back down.
All right. Don't bleed out on me.
You guys run into the elevator.
I'm going up so that I'm positioning myself so that I am hopefully in his line of fire and Daskell is behind me.
Actually, I was
You
gonna roll
immediately,
for
when
stealth.
you try to pull the lever, it doesn't move.
Ah, shit.
As you hear the guy up top chuckling. Then he yells, "Sick 'em, boys!"
Well, looks like we're fighting then.
Yep. I think
If
we're
we're
out of
fighting, then
You remember that there are steps
it's a trap.
as you watch a golden leaf flicker down the steps.
We're being herded.
This way. And I start heading towards.
I know we're being herded. It doesn't.
No, come with me if you want to live.
You can use it at every fucking session, aren't you?
The
biggest thing-
Yes, but I'm going down the stairs.
I'm following as well.
How many dogs are left?
All
Still 3.
All of them? 4. There are 4 dogs. Could we probably take the dogs? We probably have a decent chance. However, we're going to take damage, and they're going to have the numbers game. Someone's getting flanked because that's how they operate.
You would be forced to use it. It'd reveal who you really are.
These are dogs, and they all have pack tactics of some sort.
Yep, they're probably
You're up.
trick specialists or something.
So the first person immediately went to the ground.
Unless they're in an elevator with your back to the wall, because then dogs can't hamstring you or trip you.
We'll kick him to death right in the head.
You ran down the steps.
Yes, I
All right, we're going
That's
downstairs.
only-
You don't have that many hit points usually.
We've got 23 left.
I have 14.
I'm a monk.
I took an arrow. I was running down the
I
hallway.
have 45. I mean 8.
Did you catch the arrow?
Almost.
Yes, in my arm.
Did you keep the arrow?
Yes, I kept the crossbow bolt. I didn't wing it back because I didn't do well enough to be able to wing it back.
I took an arrow from
I have
just
a
running in the
weapon.
hall. Ow.
Do you still have it?
Yes.
Probably. It's probably still in me, to be perfectly honest with you.
Weapon. Yep.
The
It's
dogs
my
get to the top of the steps.
By the way,
There you go, Thief.
Simple
And
weapons.
all do a
No.
quick little circle
No, that's
And
an
then
improvised
sit.
weapon. So you don't even get to have
and
your dex.
stare in a line. All
I
sitting
will
at the
take what I
top
can
of the
get at
steps.
this point. Any advantage is
Very
advantage to me.
Get off the
As you-
steps. At least to the left or
Oh, sorry,
right.
what did I miss?
You are coming down the steps currently.
Yeah.
The dogs catch up, but they stop at the top of the stairs. They do a quick circle and then stop and sit at the top of the steps, all in a row.
This is part of their routine. People going down the steps is part of their routine.
Do the steps appear safe while we're standing on them?
I can get off of this.
Short of the dogs at the top that scare me.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Sure.
Sure. The druid got to the bottom of the steps. There's another one of those pillars with a sconce on the top. The leaf floats into the flame and disappears out of sight.
I approach the sconce and start looking around for traps.
As you got to the pillar, you notice a golden ring about 10 feet around the entire sconce.
That's odd. Like on the ground?
Yes.
Oh. I go into the ring.
You feel comfortable.
Does he feel any better?
He doesn't feel as good as he did before.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna feel that good.
He's hurting.
But does he feel better?
He's hurting at the moment.
Okay.
Is it healing?
Oh wow, I catch my breath. I want to see. Well, what do I see around me?
The large area, tons and tons and tons of hallways. Very, very ornate architecture, but all very old, like ancient work.
Hmm.
A lot of rubble. Looks like there's many times there were cave-ins, but then work redone. However, that's just also really, really old. Not as old, but again, one of those, this has been around a very long time. You wondered in the back of your head, just like, what is this place?
Besides a death trap.
Besides the death trap. This is just
Castle or church or something.
something in between.
Something along those lines.
So,
We're gonna try a percentage check, see what I
go
can
back.
Knowledge history.
Oh, can I roll for that too?
Yes.
I'm in the same area.
Are you following him to the sconce?
Yes. So we're sticking together.
Well,
Ha!
crap. It's
Very old.
it's very
No, 22. What do I know?
I don't have proficiency in this, and I rolled a 19.
I have proficiency in roll 22.
Intelligence gets added, so a modified 20.
Child story.
Okay.
One thing you know, there's the Lost Castle of Ir. IRRE.
I'm sorry. Can you spell that one
That's
more
a
time?
cool name.
Castle of eyes, nose, and
What is it?
The Lost Castle of Ir.
How do you spell that?
IRRE
What's the doctor called?
is a generated name.
Fine.
oh no.
It was funded by a very, very powerful duke who lost his love and then lost his mind.
That's a wonderful and boring story. Does it tell us how to get out?
Child story?
Children's story,
So it's like a fairy tale then.
fairy tale.
Yeah. Okay.
He powerful enough to build a castle that could reach the heavens or the depths of hell.
Oh.
Well, let's hope it's somewhere in between.
Let's hope it's a little higher than hell. However, judging from what we just went through, this might be hell.
And we've been going down.
There was nowhere else to go but down.
The warmth of the sconce is nice. Really, really nice. Like, it's one of those moments of, it's been so cold in here. Just the smallest flicker of flame is nice.
Is it making me feel tired?
Yes.
I'm going to step out of the ring.
Did anybody have open wounds?
I think we all
Define
did.
open wounds. Like 1 point of damage,
there you
is that
go.
enough?
You notice that your slice on your arm, sutures.
Just all on its own. Hey, guys, I'm not injured anymore. How about you guys?
I was literally exploded and shot.
He kept getting hurt.
You feel the chunks of rubble actually, like, Wolverine
push
in your
out.
skin.
That's weird, but nice. I was thinking for a bit.
I was in it for a little bit.
So you have been blown up, fallen in love, lost the love of your life, found out she was a green egg, and then shot and chased by dogs.
I didn't have enough.
Had a bad day.
How long would it take?
I've
to
just
go
been
on?
shot.
You are grazed. You're fine.
I was shot. Someone shot at me. I was shot.
I was shot by a wall. It hurt.
It's not my fault. You hugged it.
I did not hug the wall. So, I got tired in there, and I was like, I'm not staying in this for much longer. However, I was in it. How do I feel?
Feeling a little better.
Just a little better.
A little better, yeah.
I'm looking at that, and I'm like, it healed up.
You feel the nubby of your holes just, like, tighten up a little bit.
I'm going to step back into it then. You're like,
Your wounds suture close.
okay, they're sutured closed. I'm stepping back out of it. I don't want to be in it any longer than I have to be. I don't trust this.
How many points did you lose?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Heal by 5.
Okay.
Heal by 1. Right?
Yep.
Be in that circle.
Yeah, he was also at 10.
What is this, a permanent
How much
healing
did you
spirit effect?
Well, so far I have taken 30 points of damage.
Heal by 15.
For a level 3, you did
What?
well. You survived. Had to play it.
So what is that, a permanent healing aura? Or healing spirit, effectively?
More or less.
Nice. Extension.
So I'm guessing stepping back into it's going to do nothing for me at this point then.
You don't know.
You have no idea.
You could,
You've only
you
been
could
in there
knowledge
for-
arcana that.
No, maybe 30 seconds.
To knowledge arcana or knowledge religion, that maybe, but
Mhm.
that's about. If you want to know, you either have to roll the bones or step in the circle.
You hear a faint whistle.
Well, as lovely as this area is, we're still being hunted. I am trying to get out of here.
The dogs leave.
And I'm not waiting for whatever's coming to replace them.
I'm not gonna wait for whatever comes to replace them.
Or
However,
whether or not
I'm honestly having a terrible time seeing things, so I'm just gonna trust you guys to guide me.
the bowman comes down from the elevator.
The bowman comes.
Or Captain Leonard
Comes back to
Yeah.
his blood frenzy.
released from his chains and actually comes down and starts killing again. And
Can I roll for stealth?
Yes. As you guys stand there for a minute, you hear latching of doors, large, thick doors.
Like we're being sealed in.
Latching or unlatching?
Latching.
We're being sealed in. Damn it! I'm definitely rolling for some stealth now.
do I see them or hear them? Do I see
I am
them?
stealth.
No. This place is large enough. It's one of those. It's echoing from down hallways. You can't even be sure whether or not it truly was more than one, not just echo coming through.
Okay. So
I am stealth. We're good.
what other passage? Well, I'm not going back that way. I'm
As long as
going
they're gone.
that way. I don't care. Death is there.
But we don't know about the archer who might still be up there.
Yes.
And I'm not a big fan of good shit.
You are free to walk around the table and take looks at different angles, just to bring up
Yeah. I'm headed that way.
this way. As you go through, you notice this grate seems to actually drop down, then go into what looks like moving water.
Really?
It's not necessarily really fast, but it's a decent pace moving water.
Almost like it's exiting somewhere.
Test the grape. See if it's removable.
It's very, very well put in place.
All right. Time to flex and try to lift it.
I don't think anyone here is showing
I
up
will
to
be assisting you to offer advantage.
All right. 18 or no? Yeah, that'd be a 19. Or yeah, let's go with that 19.
Okay. You pull and pull and pull, and you manage to break one of the bars loose. You now have a 2-foot bar.
Hey, want to do that again?
Improvised weapon.
I give it to you.
And it's wide enough you can now reach your hand in the water.
How deep is how far down?
The water itself is about 2.5 to 3 feet.
Okay, it's a bit. I mean, that's enough that we can actually crawl through this.
It's low enough that you could also. I mean, the surface of the water is about 2.5 to 3 feet down.
That was my concern because I want to be.
The water looks almost crystal clear. As you're able to reach down, you can put your hand in it if you desire.
Is there enough room for me to squeeze in between?
Not quite, but you can fit your arm.
Isn't a grate large enough for a person to fit in?
If you remove the entire grate, yes.
That may take time though.
But you also have a pry bar.
I'll give it to him.
He has a bar. It's not necessarily a pry bar.
It's 2 feet long, and you can leverage it. Is what I'm getting at.
Fair. You touch water?
Yes.
It is freezing, frigid cold, sharper than ice, like to the point where your skin is now beet red from how cold it is.
2 points of frost damage.
However, you can tell it is what seems like super fresh, clean water.
This must be over a river or an underground.
It's colder than any river you have ever touched.
It could just be from being underground. I mean, it gets cold.
All right. Unless that was a better idea.
But it's not safe to go that way.
No, we would probably freeze to death.
Maybe.
You might
If
survive.
there are
I'm
any
gonna
other
freeze
ways
to
out of
death.
here, it looks like we could take.
The flow of
Perception.
water is going the direction you're heading.
Yeah.
Perception, any other? 14.
There are shit tons of hallways and options you could take. Nothing that's, screams, I'm over here.
Can I do a perception check to see if any hallway is trapped from where I'm standing? And if
Yes,
so,
definitely.
which ones have the most traps?
That would take hours.
One.
Just from where I'm standing, just looking. If there's any way I can perceive that one is more dangerous than the other. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
It was gonna land 18.
Try to pull off
About
another
that
bar.
DC 25.
You're just not strong enough.
These bars are about that thick.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Advantage?
I need help. Unless y'all got a better idea.
No, that's not any better. That's a 9.
With advantage. No.
It's just not happening right now. The cold is also slowly getting to you. Not necessarily the water you touched, but however the ambience of the room, it's just cold.
Starting to settle in.
The rags you are wearing aren't quite enough.
All right. And if
Well,
the water's this cold, it's likely that what's outside here is this cold. Possible anyway. So if we go through this with wet, soaking clothes, we're just gonna die of frostbite out there. Possibly. I mean, we don't know what's out there.
All right.
Yes, we can't.
This
Yes,
looks like a waste of time, so I'm gonna proceed on past it. And
You step over what you realize it was, in fact, actually at one point a wall. It's just crumbled over time and looks like it's actually been cleared out of the way and become a pathway and eventually got wider, kind of thing. You step into the room and obviously, you can look at the floor and see, at one point, with the way the floor looks, that was a wall, but it's now just not there.
inwards or outwards is the rubble.
Everywhere. Everywhere is rubble.
Okay.
Um,
Just trying to figure out if the wall was blasted in or if something escaped out.
yes.
Right.
You get into here and you notice 2 doors.
That one has a torch on it, or no? Is that just decoration before the door?
This one has a door and this has a torch on it and it is lighting both the doors.
I proceed cautiously to the doors, looking for any traps. I don't see any traps, so I'm going to proceed on forward.
Okay. You get to the doors. Left or right?
Yes,
You-
I always go left.
Left. You check the door, it is locked.
Right it is.
There's a lever for the door. Do you pull the lever?
Which way is the lever positioned?
Down.
I pull the lever.
You pull the lever. As a huge rush of fresh air pushes into you, snow saturates the floor. You realize it is a way out.
However, is there a butt coming?
The torch goes out. It is now black, but you can feel and see the wisp of fresh snow coming in.
It's a desert trap. It's very similar to the desert trap of, well, you could escape, but you're gonna die out there.
I am leaving. I announced that. Y'all may stay if you want to try. I'm not going to say try to die.
Well, it's a whole lot better than getting shot.
I
So,
have to agree. I'm following.
it's a shit choice, but all the choices are shit choices right now.
Yeah.
You begin to exit, but I need that dex. You die.
Wow, just in time.
I moved your miniatures and I look out and do this, and the whole thing goes.
that happened in game, right? The collapse. Yeah, you can know where to go forward.
So at a minimum, I rolled a 20 total.
Never forget.
Oh no, I just need it from Joe.
Oh, okay.
Good enough. You get to the edge and you notice there once was walkway, but and mind you step out onto the platform that is there, but you notice immediately stone has dropped, and it is a cliff. It is a sheer drop of several thousand feet. You notice there is waves crashing upon the rocks beneath you,
Thousands of feet below.
thousands of feet below.
Right.
So which means I would not survive that drop.
You take a moment to look around. You notice you are in a mountain range that has moving water down at the bottom, carving through the mountains.
Right. So about that great.
You look over and you notice that there's a stream of water jetting out of the side of this castle, going down and then into the water below.
I'm glad you didn't decide to go in there.
Oh no, I'm actually considering it.
It gets to a point where it does break apart.
Yeah.
It's not a consistent, soft, gentle.
So I'm going back in and trying to see if I can jiggle this door. The one on the left.
You come back in and you notice the snow is definitely piling up in here now as it's blowing in.
Oh, I flipped the lever back down.
As you fight it for a moment, you get it to close, and then this entire area is like snow ridden.
Nice. Accurately being portrayed by the collapsed bridge.
Thank you. You jiggle the handle, but it just doesn't seem to want to move much.
So I currently have a bar and a bolt. Wait, were they arrows or bolts that were being shot at
Bolts.
us? They were bolts that were shot at us from the walls?
Yes.
So I now have I have two makeshift weapons. I have a 2-foot bar in one hand and I have a bolt in the other.
Good.
Well, I'll go back to the one safe spot I know, and that which is the stone with the golden ring.
You come back over here and you're warming back up. You can feel the snow that was on you melts.
I'm gonna follow and get back in the ring because it's cold again.
Back in the ring, I suppose.
I'm sure they're watching us and laughing.
Yeah, looks like we're being guided.
Yep.
I'm headed the opposite direction of the death door.
Death door.
I give you the bar.
Well,
As
no,
You don't need a bar?
I'm a monk, dude. I fight with my hands.
you step away, you notice that your clothes are still a little moist from the snow. And it's cold again in this room.
You might want your clothes to dry out, friend. You could get hypothermia attack from that. Do you really want that?
I could die from like another arrow in my head too. So I
Accurate.
don't want that either.
Well, I'm still
Yeah.
currently stealth because no one has seen me. Except for them. They know I'm here.
That's not a bad idea, actually. No. I'm gonna see if I can sneak towards the other end of this huge ass room. I am doing a fantastic job of being obvious.
You can't see me.
And I yell at you to shut the fuck up.
We're
I
still
can't. I'm having trouble actually seeing what anything is. So
Yeah, you get into this area and it goes damn near pitch black. Roll dodge.
That'll be a 12.
You feel a very, very heavy movement of air in front of you.
Can I see them?
Barely. Oh, well, no, they're still. Are you guys still by the sconce?
I told him the worm was closed, so yes.
Okay. Yes, you can see them just fine by the sconce. You guys couldn't see or feel anything.
Kind of wish we'd grabbed that skull from earlier. Didn't think about it just now. I could have taken that skull and rolled it.
I'm going to proceed cautiously deeper into the darkness, looking for traps and staying low. Right.
How quickly are you moving?
About half speed.
Half speed. As you approach forward, you feel that same exact heavy movement of air directly behind you. It skims past your back.
Look behind me. It's
You see nothing except these two guys huddling by the fire.
Warming our clothes and making sure we're not gonna freeze to death.
How visible are they to me?
You can see shoulders up, kind of thing.
Like, I can see like details, like
You can see their faces.
I'm assuming you went to a tunnel that's in direct line of sight of
Yes.
the sconce. So as long as we're in the fire, you will be able to see us for the most part. Can we move the sconce?
No.
Damn. So I would just carry that. Just like,
It is mounted in place.
okay. Is there wood inside of it?
No.
Damn it.
I shout down back to them, like, can y'all see where I'm going or anything that's swinging by me?
No. I do not see you. I barely know where your voice is coming from. Because I'm assuming at this point he's down the hall and I literally cannot
That's
see
how I
him.
turn into
What is it?
giant.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, what?
Oh, guys, I want. No, scratch that.
I'm assuming we're not
Excellent.
were creatures yet, are we?
We are were creatures. But none of
You
us
were
know.
recently inflicted.
Oh, okay.
Have we had our first shift?
You would have had a shift. However, you're still confused about
What it is?
what it really is and why.
Okay, so if it happens, it happens, but
Yeah.
until it happens.
I mean, you also know the fact that if anybody saw that, they'd probably call you a witch. You know you're not a witch.
It's my turn.
It's involuntary, I promise.
Because I need
That's not going to save you from the Inquisition.
I know.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yes.
There you go.
That's a big token, sir.
Now what do I see?
You see a giant axe that is swinging back and forth, looking to sever somebody in twine, kind of thing. And there's more of them.
Wait.
From what it looks like.
All right.
So I'm guessing they're periodically placed throughout.
Are there those discolored stones from before?
Yes.
We're gonna die.
Now that I can see.
It looks almost checkerboarded, but not that tight.
Yeah.
You take note that you think you might have actually stepped on one, but it didn't go off. But you're not entirely too sure. Didn't necessarily take a footstep in front of footstep path, but
Well, now that I can see, I'm going to proceed even more cautiously down and looking, try to avoid those checkered ones that I might have stepped on, or the discolored ones that I stepped on before.
you were able to make it to the other side. And you notice that there's a large collapsed area that you step into that goes all the way out. In fact, there's collective snow in this ruined area, and within the snow actually looks like there is a weird, very, very unholy sacrificial circle of some sort that gives even you the heebie-jeebies of this is weird and not right.
Oh, so he's on the other side now.
Yes. You come upon
Seeing the upside down. Is that what this is?
I'm over here-ish.
you come across several rooms and a large gate.
Do I see any way to open said gate?
A magnificently large crank that takes many people, or would take many people.
So you're saying the three of us are not enough?
Might be enough. You don't know.
Well, you can see it.
There's also a ladder up to this area that could actually maybe allow you to see over the wall.
So, y'all hear a loud croak.
Head shoots up, and I've got my bar and little bolt ready to go. I'm so glad I'm outfitted with weapons now, even though I have no armor. So everything hurts a lot. However, I can stab things.
I'm gonna look around and see if anyone else or any other presence, whether they be living or dead, are around. Well, living or not living. That's gonna be a 21.
Okay, as you look around, there's definitely evidence of murder. You notice that there's a cluster of jail cells around the corner. Each one of these doors almost appears to be a room, and there's activity in the room in the back corner.
This one?
Yes.
Do I see anyone though?
You can't, unless you put your face to that door.
Fantastic. I turn back.
Make your way back.
No, I.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, got
Turns back.
it.
Noise. Can you do that at will?
I can't even do anything back.
So does it like cost any spell slots or anything? Or is it just like just?
I
set,
go
like,
so many
passive?
times per day until I take a rest.
Gotcha. Short rest or long rest?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm guessing short rest replenishes some, whereas the long rest replenishes all.
Short or long rest replenishes it.
Oh, okay. You literally just to rest. It's as if it's like a innate magical ability.
Yeah.
Cool. At least we're not in the Underdark again.
You don't know, actually.
He didn't have to roll for wild.
You don't roll for wild magic in the Underdark because of the Underdark. You roll for wild magic in the Underdark because the demons have infected the face rests.
So we might still be in the Underdark, damn it. Well, we are on top of a mountain, for what he said.
And he's only used, the only actual magic spell he's used is the healing. It does not count as a spell when you wild shape.
That's nice.
I did also mention that when he got into this area, there's enough collapsed building that he can actually see up to the sky.
Yeah,
Say, unless it's all
short or
trap.
long rest.
It is, of course, a trap. You know this.
How are we gonna get through that?
Has to be
He had an advantage to get through it.
We go around, but we don't know. We don't know what's there. So
I shout to them, be wary of bladed traps. And then I'm gonna try and hide.
That might be a good call. You just yelled.
And then about
Where are you hiding?
at that shit.
Oh, cool. Not in that pentagram, that's for sure.
There are steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
However, it goes up to a fairly well lit platform.
How high up is the sconce on the thing we're standing near?
Probably about 10, 12 feet.
So
I'm gonna hide over here
Could
behind the
I
stairs.
tie the gag to the bar, get up there, light that on fire, and then be able to see through here?
Yeah.
Cool.
I will give you.
All right, I'm gonna
Again,
hide
input
behind the stairwell,
black pit
avoiding
there.
any of those.
There you go.
And
Where
my
do
roll
you
is
get improvised weapon stats?
Excellent.
You don't.
Oh.
They're a D4.
Okay.
They do a D4 damage.
Excuse me.
Same amount of damage your fist does, unless Nick's ruling that the bar is more than just an improvised weapon. That's not.
Well, I was gonna use the bolt that I had originally shot with that was stuck in me that I pulled out of there.
That's totally probably an improvised weapon.
Oh, it most definitely is gonna be. However, I'm gonna use it like a knife. See about the stabby
Of what?
of a bolt into a person.
Oh.
I'm assuming that I can do that.
You
So
can.
I'm wondering if it does increase damage to my
You don't get your proficiency bonus though, I don't believe, on improvised weapons.
No, you don't.
Make it shit. That'd be the same as a knife. Then you could use proficiency, but it just wouldn't add the damage. Because then you made a makeshift knife. And then if you're if in a dagger, if you make a dagger, that should work.
I don't think we have the supplies to do that here because we literally
Yeah,
have
shit
nothing.
is really easy to make. They make them in prison all the time.
Yeah, you
I'm
break
pretty sure
the
it's
arrow
a-
and then wrap it in. You could wrap it in your sleeve or somebody's cloth
Oh,
or
just
some
like a
dead
little-
body's junk. Not literal junk.
We've kind of run from every person who's died so far, so that would be unfortunate. I could probably rip part of my sleeve off though, since I mean it's all tattered anyway.
At least you could use your proficiency. There's ways. That's the one good thing about these, because that's why there's so many times there's street urchins is they've had to make do with whatever they can come up with.
All right, bolt / shiv.
It depends on whether Nick lets you use it that way, but if he does,
I might be able to do more than just that. Well,
you might be able to use your backstab.
Speak of that,
yeah.
they make the backstab. It used to be called backstab.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
It's fine.
That's what happens when
I
you
played
start.
second.
Because of my level, I get an additional.
When you
point
start,
damage.
I started
He started
With
playing before I was
solid
born.
green dice and
He started playing before I
One.
was born.
in the 70s.
As you just turn the edge, you hear a door open, and you hear a guy say, "I could have swore I heard something."
Oh, good question. Can I turn my bolt into a shiv?
You could use it as a shiv.
Can I take part of the cloth that's on my around my wrist and sleeve or whatever? And just
Will he be able to use his backstab?
Will they be able to use it as a dagger effectively?
It's an improvised weapon, but yeah.
You can still use your sneak attack with it, but it will still be an improvised weapon. So you will be rolling your dex, no proficiency, most likely.
If your dex is high enough, sometimes with a
Yeah.
a dagger or something
Plus
like that, you
three.
can actually make
Yeah.
it work out.
okay.
But
So straight dex.
I say nothing, do nothing. I am the wall.
He looks back and forth.
I'm a tree. I will think tree thoughts.
Is that tree always here? Of course it was. I guess the tree would know.
He turns back and he's usually the only one that's close enough, really. And you can hear him say, "Did they release the new batch yet?" "Yeah, I think they did." "This fucker's probably dead already." He shuts the door.
So as long as we're quiet, we're good.
Stealth with a torch.
I
You're
am
gonna pull
stealthy.
him back in and close that door.
Shut the table in front of it.
No. Fuck that.
Pry the door in place with a table so they can't open it no matter which way it swings. Move the collapsed rubble slowly into from the door. They'll never guess.
go.
Yeah, well, that time we could have also built our own.
So we built ourselves a torch. I'm pretty sure I lose stealth because of that, but that's okay. We're moving through.
Let's say if you're holding a torch, you have
I'm
yourself.
holding.
He's holding the torch.
Yeah.
I'm following.
But I need to be able to see what's in here. So I will make perception checks.
Yep.
Do I have the advantage?
You have the-
No,
No?
Unless he's guaranteeing it to me.
he needs to actively seek as well. The problem is it's dark as fuck.
Even with my torch?
You are using it to see in front of you. He is behind you.
Okay, I thought he was right next to me. So
Oh no, I'm like literally stepping into the same spots you're stepping.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
I'm on
cool
your
then.
ass.
all right then. We're gonna go his roll.
My roll is a 14.
My roll was a 9.
It's probably better to go with the 14. At least when we take damage, it's light.
All right. You notice he's about to get hit by something.
Oh, I'm going to do what it takes to not make sure he doesn't get hit by something.
You're grabbing the back of my shirt and pulling me back. saying,
Yes.
Don't step there, dumbass.
We're not going to do this.
He grabs you just as you're trying to step forward, and something knocks the torch out of your hand.
But where does it go?
The torch gets knocked to the right.
Okay, it's still shedding light.
No, it gets hit. It's going to get knocked out. It's not a magic torch.
I didn't say it was. It's still something lit on fire.
Yeah.
Fire doesn't just, okay, it's gone.
Well, if it gets hit hard enough, yes, it does.
Between being knocked out of the hand
Okay.
plus impact to the ground, it could disperse.
All right.
Remember, you made it out of a gag
And a hood.
and a hood. It's not doused in anything. It's not.
Okay. Moving on.
We can't see. Oops. How far in have we made it?
You've. Remember when he called out to you earlier?
Yeah.
You've made it that far.
To about halfway. If that. Okay. So at least 2 traps.
At least 2 traps have happened, if not more. I'm going to talk low and see if he can hear me and ask him if he can help us get through since he made it through.
You feel a heavy movement of air right in front of you going the opposite direction.
Okay.
It was a few seconds in between.
Move.
You move forward.
Move forward.
I follow. I'm literally where he is.
You have to. It's a timer. It's resetting.
I'm uncomfortably close to
That's fine.
him.
Perception check.
No.
That's a 10.
God, Nate.
How fast are you moving?
Slowly.
Half, quarter,
Quarter.
quarter? Okay, good. You're able to see the funny shaped stone on the floor before you step on it. You successfully move around it.
And perception.
And so everything still looks the same at the moment. Are you doing anything?
I'm the wall. Or what is part of the staircase. I'm not doing it.
Excellent. Another perception check. Both of you.
14.
11.
Okay. You were able to notice a pressure plate. You avoid stepping on it. Because you're following so close to him, you also avoid stepping on it.
Again, uncomfortably close. I'm not taking chances between the two of us.
14.
I got 19.
19.
I did really well that time.
We both did reasonably well.
You're able to point him in a slightly better direction. So you don't trip on traps.
So that's 4 traps we've gone through.
Okay.
How
How
and in
close?
fact, that guides you out.
Okay, good.
You get to the other
I
side.
was getting nervous.
You see the same things I described to Joe earlier. You see the weird blood circle on the ground, surrounded by 4 sconces. There's a ton of rubble in here. Cave-in, several floors going up to the sky.
All aboard the Nope Coaster.
It's one of those horrible, scary movie moments where it's like, how is this structure still standing if so much has been destroyed?
Out of curiosity, is it the location of this hole in the roof that goes all the way to the sky? Is it directly above the circle?
Yes.
Ah, that's kind of what I expected. I am unfortunately scared again.
You notice that there are a countless number of floors.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You get like goes up high enough, you really start questioning the number you're counting.
Odds are it's most likely built into the mountain itself, so that's the only reason it's standing. Good to know. Good to know. Is this that Lost Castle of Ear?
Did you roll for that?
I did earlier. Remember, I rolled the 22.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
got the 19.
You get a 19. You gave
okay.
him the story. I was trying to ask you if there was more to it
Oh.
that I may
okay.
have known.
Yeah.
Since I did break the 20 mark, and I was like,
Sorry.
hey,
Yeah. I missed that.
it's okay.
I
Sometimes.
didn't know you got 22 either. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Well,
I thought AJ got the largest roll.
I got the 19, but there's probably a DC 20 information.
So, you're aware that it's not really fantasy fairy tale stories. There, in fact, is a lost castle of Ear. And the only reason it's lost is because people forbade other people to go to it.
Ah,
In fact, it's deep within the mountains, way in the north, far, far away from everything else.
is it known whether there's a safe path down from it without?
There are roads that lead to it.
Okay.
Why anyone would even want to be here is beyond you. However, it's said that Duke Ear is still here many thousand years
Yep.
later.
Yep.
So it's Ravenloft. Duke lost his love, lost his mind, bad things, Ravenloft.
Was I nice enough to share this information earlier?
It's up to you, dude.
It's completely up to you.
Okay, so I
mind
was nice enough to
you
share-
just met these guys.
Yes, and we're all running for our lives together. There's a certain level of trust that's going to be instilled here, merely for the fact that I don't want to die and they don't want to die.
Someone's a traitor.
There's 3 of us left, and all of us have been hurt a lot. I'm paranoid, but I don't think I'm that bad.
He's got a valid point in that one, I would guess.
I say, with the amount of damage we've all sustained, I mean, I watched him blow up at one point. And he did not look happy getting back up on the ground. You and I have both taken arrows.
You can call it that.
You're the street urchin. You would probably play it the other way, but he's not.
Yeah, no. They sent to me as I'm a criminal. We got captured. They said we're all criminals, and they're trying to kill us all.
They did not say we were criminals. They said we were scum.
Well, that's true.
Okay, you're splitting hairs at this point
And-
to me.
They called you scum and monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you just saw a green hag. So you got to ask yourself, what is everybody else?
I'm going to ask that as soon as I'm safe and can actually ask that question and be okay with asking that question. Trust me.
far did you guys get?
They finally made it to me.
They're on the other side of the facility.
Trust me.
Don't fumble around in the dark. There's a room with more hunters in a far corner. I don't know what the other 2 are. There's a huge
They're hitting a number. They're outnumbered again.
out. But it takes
We've been outnumbered this whole time.
And they have weapons, and we don't.
That's why.
Well,
Weapons
hey,
and armor.
Well, yes.
I was gonna say I have a shiv.
Sorry, I don't think about armor because I don't think about armor.
It's okay. In this campaign, you'll have to start thinking about armor.
No, what I mean is I don't think about me not having armor because I don't have armor
Fair
because
enough.
I won't have
What's the
armor.
natural AC of a human?
10.
10.
Oh, okay.
10 plus. No.
That's why when you start getting up to
10.
like 18 or 19,
Yeah.
it starts to be kind of staggering.
It should be 10 plus dex.
It's
Yeah,
10. It's 10 plus dex.
Yeah.
But
Stan-
since
standard
most
human has
humans,
10. So
but since most humans don't have over 10, is their average.
yeah.
Generally, the only people who get over 10 who aren't, PCs are people who take up a craft that relies on a specific stat, or a farmer or something.
Guards with armor.
Okay, so basically, there's people.
You'll also take note of, after standing here for a little while looking at things, the
Four.
flames look as if like they're deeper red than normal fire.
Yeah,
with my knowledge of the
ranged weapons.
location, do I also
Except
notice
this
this?
guy.
Yeah.
He's got a knife.
So I look at the flames and I'm like, huh.
In fact, it almost looked like a blood red.
Just like, oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I know how the
Wait, no,
cows stay
no,
alive.
see if I can figure out if they're magical or something.
That's just magic, and that's blood magic, and that's bad magic.
Okay.
Well, that's
So,
bad.
I'm gonna roll for perception. Open. See if
Even,
there's any traps in this
even
room.
for what the high priest, the bishop, would consider magic, or
That's
rather
bad
the good things, that there be bad.
All right.
That's what it's called, dark magic.
Gonna see if there's any traps in the room.
Yes.
Yes, there are. Why do you even ask?
Just in case, you know, it's like, oh, this is our room now. We don't have to worry. And no, okay, there's gonna be traps because I just rolled a 15. It's like there's traps.
There's traps.
Are there any traps directly to this door?
Not that you can see.
I mean, I'm standing there. I could probably see the door.
You can see the door.
Okay.
You cannot see any traps.
Okay.
Off around the corner, you see cages, but you also see movement within the cages.
Possible dogs, possible people.
You're not sure.
Well, I was just saying it's possible that it could be dogs, it could be people. Regardless, I don't know that I want to see that. Do the steps look trapped?
No.
I'm guessing I can't see the platform that's above where the steps are.
The
Sure,
platform is, in all consideration with how this place is lit, is well lit.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying it because I'm at the base. We're basically at the base of the stairs.
Yeah, you can see up there and you can see the platform. You can see that it turns and it goes to a door.
But my question would be, can I see that the platform itself is trapped without going up there?
No. You cannot see that.
Then I'm going to proceed halfway up the stairs and see if the platform is trapped. Because at that point, I'll be able to see.
Perception.
I have no idea if it's trapped or not.
So where'd you go?
Halfway up the stairs. And then
I'm
as
not even gonna bother with
nope, I
balancing
couldn't
someone
tell.
on the stairs.
I went halfway up to look and like, I have no idea. I'm going back down to where I
Well,
need to
no, that's the thing about rolling low. Sometimes you think you know what you're doing, even when you have no clue, and that's Nick's call on that.
Oh, do I think that I know what I'm doing, or is it like I'm unsure?
You're uncertain.
I'm say because it wasn't a nat one. It's a nat one. Like there's nothing up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look myself. 13.
13. There doesn't appear to be any traps,
But
but you cannot know for certain.
I'm gonna cautiously move towards the left prison, avoiding any traps. Or...
trying to make sure we're not in someone's line of sight.
Yes.
You get over there and you see each cage looks like it's full of a bunch of bodies. People who've been there a while.
Is this locked? Try the handle. Is there a handle?
There's a handle and it is unlocked.
Oh, that's not very pleasing to think about.
Does it swing outward or inward?
Outward.
Are you worried about it making noise, sir?
Yes.
Because I'm assuming that's metal, not wood, correct?
It is metal.
I would.
I'm gonna actually proceed to door number 2. Hey, that's a little better. 11.
So are you going to those doors for the rooms now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So sorry, I do apologize. Because I thought you were going to the cages.
Yeah, I thought you were looking at the cages over here.
Well, pretend you went to the cages. That's what you saw.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
You go to the first door. It is wooden. You jiggle the handle.
Yes.
It is unlocked.
Can I see inside? Try to open it a little bit so I can peek inside.
It looks like there's boxes in here.
Boxes. Boxes and boxes.
Boxes upon boxes.
No
Nothing else?
storage.
Interesting. Close that door. And now I'm going to door number 3. This one.
You check it and
Cautiously. 18.
there's a very rudimentary lock on it. with some effort, you could probably unlock it by hand.
That may make a lot of noise.
However, looking in there, you see a operational well.
Well,
Well.
that doesn't mean it's exit. It just means there's a pit of water down there.
Could
And
be.
considering how cold it is outside, it's gonna be probably just as cold. So that's neat. All right. I'm gonna go back to the cages unless someone else is doing anything.
I was going to make my way toward one of those ladders and see if I can climb up on top of the gate.
You can go up there, and there is a slit hole for what would be an archer.
Yeah.
Slit hole. And it looks like it goes into a pathway, a dirt pathway.
So this might be an interesting way to go. That's what you're telling me.
How far is the? I'm not up there.
No, that's a good question. How far is it?
It goes out for a few hundred feet and then turns.
Is
And
it inside the mountains?
Is inside. It's
Okay.
not a cave, but it is a what is that called? A gully.
Like
the,
where a
the
mountain
rock
pass.
moves out of the way, and it is a probably about 10 feet wide, no, 15-foot wide path.
Okay.
So
This path looks and has obviously been traversed by many a cart.
let's look at this. But it is cold as hell out there.
It is cold.
Okay, so we have two issues here. One, if we open that door, we're likely going to alert the people.
Yes.
They're going to come out here and they're going to shoot at us. If they do that, we're dead.
If they see you.
Rolls for stealth is hitting up high. They'll never find me. If they do try to climb the ladder, I jump down and stab them in the head.
With what? Your crossbow
With my
bolt?
shiv.
Shit.
I have a shiv now.
Pick the pocket. I always want
I don't.
The other problem
I don't-
is, the other problem is if we get out there, we have no cold weather gear.
Yeah, that'd be a dumb thing.
Right. Y'all have no cold weather gear.
Dude,
Well, he can change into
don't be dick.
I'm wearing exactly the same thing you are.
He's being honest. Not
Okay,
trying to be nice.
so we're going to need resources we don't have. There are people who have the resources we do need.
Did you tell us there was any boxes in that room? Or would you just keep that information to yourself, just to avoid alerting them?
I was getting to that. I was letting you do your stuff.
Well, then I want to do one final thing before we make any decisions. I'm going to roll for perception to see if there's a cart out there or anything. You know, horses, carts, stuff like that. Maybe they're sitting right outside the door. I don't have a lot of room. Just
It's an arrow slit.
yeah. Well, it's
But you
big.
can still look at it.
I'm going to say usually they're set up to where you have enough you can watch what's going on, notch an arrow into it, and then still pay attention to what's happening. You have a bit of room to work with.
Mhm.
So that's why I want to look and see for all the things.
Um,
Is that a perception, or is that like
It's
I
perception.
literally saw there's a room and that's it?
It's perception.
Okay.
No.
I don't think I saw anything. I saw
That's an 8.
So I
mighty
I didn't lean far enough to the side. I'm like, yeah, there's something out there.
Road.
Yeah, road, a way out.
And,
Holy
and
shit.
you remember seeing the gate. Those are tracks. That goes somewhere.
So if we can get this gate open, we can go somewhere. It's cold. I figure that out. But we can go somewhere. Okay.
I am going to go back to the cages.
Okay. Then there are bodies. Several of them.
And does it smell like death?
A bit, yeah.
Just a bit. Well, probably some of them are bones now.
Bones can have a smell.
Body.
Well, exactly. That's why only somewhat smells like dead bodies, because some of them don't have a smell anymore.
If anyone's alive, raise your hand.
You see movement in the pile.
Oh. Wait, it can be anything. I keep see you.
Perception.
Well, wait, yeah. Trying to figure out what.
Perception, see if I can discern who that movement belongs to.
19 total.
23.
It's really hard to tell. But you can see like an elbow kind of doing that out of the pile.
Come with me if you want to live.
You notice it wiggles free, but it's missing these 3 fingers as it tries to kind of like grasp and get a hold. It flops forward, and you notice there's a severed arm moving around.
No, right. Communicate those. Never mind. It's full of dead people and undead people. And parts of undead people. This place is cursed.
Drew's character she didn't save, so I told him to come over an hour early and I'd help him get his character ready for the game.
He said thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I'll tell these two that there's a room with a well, a room with boxes, and a room with dead people. Or a cage full of dead people.
Mostly dead.
Mostly. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to
And
interact.
this is why my phone puts all groups on
silent.
I just leave mine on vibrate. So
Okay.
so you told us, so I'm gonna come. I'll probably come down then.
There are cages full of dead people
Yes.
and something undead, and there's a room full of crates and a room with a well in it. He informed you of this.
Does he inform us about the lock?
Yeah, the room with the well is locked.
Can I
Room
use
with the
my
boxes.
makeshift? Can I use my makeshift shiv as a pick lockpick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try that and see if I can unlock it.
I'm gonna go over the boxes and start looking through the boxes.
Because at that point, would that count as thieves' tools?
Roll a sleight of hand. You do not have advantage with this.
All right.
Not a properly made.
I can assist him and give him advantage.
So I rolled an 11 base.
Okay, that
Or,
is
I mean,
not-
11
It is a
total.
room entry lock.
Okay. I'm sorry. I rolled 11 total, not base. I was forwarding.
You are able to get into the room.
Okay.
The first box you open has all of your gear and everything that you came into the game with.
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna start putting on that leather armor.
Do you tell me this? Because I'm currently at the other room. And I'd like to get my stuff back too.
I don't know what your stuff looks like.
Do you say, hey, there's equipment in here, some of it might be yours?
No, well, he doesn't, he wouldn't know that. He'd just, if anything, he'd say there's equipment. If anything, that's his choice though.
That's true.
It's a really shitty thing to not tell people, but it's his choice.
That's fair.
Well,
You get in, and you notice there are five. There's enough food to be considered 5 days worth of rations.
Mhm.
There is a bucket of fresh water that was set up to fill 5 water skins that have not been filled yet.
Okay.
Um,
And all this is happening next door to the people who want to kill us.
yes.
So we have to be very quiet. So about that stealth I had earlier.
Alright.
Okay,
You can
so
go ahead and put your token in the room.
okay. Out of curiosity, you have boxes blocking the door to this room?
Do I?
like- Yeah, you do. Like right here in a line.
That's funny. Those boxes are supposed to be in the other room.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
in the
and
room.
so
Okay.
I was like, huh?
I was wondering where those boxes were.
Yeah, they're over there. There you go. Your boxes are in that room.
Thank you.
I even made it look like you can access them all.
And you want to move Joe into that room?
I'm gonna take a look at one of these rooms as well. This one, I suppose.
Okay. You notice Joe open up a box and put on leather armor,
Hide.
hide armor.
Yes.
In fact, you can't see him anymore. He's
There we go.
no, I'm kidding. Um,
The boxes.
you find everything you were supposed to start the game with.
Cool.
Well, I'm currently filling water skins because I'm like, oh look, food and water. I need this.
What's the other boxes?
You find nothing.
Well, at this point, I probably fill the water skins and then
Yep.
there's food in there. Well, I have no way to carry most of this. I'm gonna come out and go visit the other room and see what they're doing.
Oh, you see boxes full of gear.
Oh,
Well, okay, go for it.
I say, I go and search a box.
You find everything you were supposed to start the game with.
Okay,
There
good.
you go.
Yeah. Oh, look, I have room. I can store things on me again.
Backpacks. Explorers have come with backpacks.
Accurate. Going back to I'm going to tell them there's food and water in the other room. I'm going to go get some food and water from the other room.
There's
If you desire to find additional things within the boxes, you are able to find several hundred sets of common clothes.
That is not surprising. However, I prefer my clothes. I prefer my common clothes.
I might take a couple just for layering because cold. I don't have cold weather here, so layering might keep me alive a little bit longer.
Understandable. I guess it's a smart call. I don't have to follow suit, although I'll be sad I can't wear mine.
Can't wear what?
I have dark common clothes. It's like common clothes, but dark.
Wait, can't you wear them underneath so you're dark on the inside?
I could.
All clothes are dark on the inside. Well, just wondering.
Okay, so
Yeah, it starts with
we have food and water, we have clothing so we can stay warm, and we have all of our equipment back. So
Okay.
we're good.
The other thing is,
Yep, that's the next step. About that door. Has
Hey.
anyone investigated the door yet?
nope.
It
Did I-
takes several people to open it. I know that much.
All right, I'm going to go up and investigate the door then. A little more. Get a little more information.
I'm rolling for
Like
stealth.
maybe
13.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move up to the door as well.
The arm has made its way out of the cage.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was gonna happen.
Is it just an arm?
Just an arm that's missing these 3 fingers.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Does it have anything else attached to the arm, or is it just literally like
It,
it's
get- it,
separate?
get- it gets up to the elbow right around here,
Okay,
and that's where it's been cut off.
so it's just a random arm is crawling around.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what I think it is.
It's mostly using the arm joint to get around because it only has 2 fingers.
So I'm pretty sure
Index and thumb.
I thought, and I'm like, I don't like this. So I guess I'm gonna do a check of some sort. Would a history check have any help with me here?
Not really.
No.
Okay, well then I guess I'm gonna go
A
check
religion
Arcana.
check might help. Or an arcana.
That's right. Well, I can do either.
Okay.
I will do Arcana.
Okay.
19.
19. That there be a severed zombie arm.
Ah, how much of a
That's
threat?
still animated somehow.
Okay, that means the host is probably animated still. Somewhere.
Maybe.
Probably in that cage. Could be. All I know is that there be a zombie arm, and I'm not a fan.
You know what's really terrifying? Starfish zombies.
That is terrifying. Okay, well, on the bright side, I'm going to tell you since you're next to me, hey, that there be a zombie arm, and I'm not a fan.
Oh. Investigate. Step a little bit away and investigate the crank. 14.
You could easily get 5 people on this crank.
Would you need all 5?
Can I come up? Can I get up to this side? Or was it only the one?
You can get to both, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go to this side then, because I didn't check that side last
Okay.
time. And then I'm going to investigate up here, see if there's anything I can do to make it easier to open the door.
Oh yeah, standing up there is one of the positions to grab the wheel.
Oh, okay. So I'm one way to get out of here. Is there anything else I can see up there that would maybe help?
Arrow slit behind you. facing towards the road.
Oh, hey, can I look like this? Look down and see if
Certainly,
it's a car?
you look down and you see a horse and a carriage.
Oh, sweet. So we actually have a means to escape. We just have to get out. And that's a door that's going to probably take 5 people to move. Oh, God. That's a lot.
Would you like to roll a full-blown perception check?
You want a hand?
Thanks.
Well, man, I knew there's only 3 of you, so I was trying to give you a hand.
I'll do a full perception check. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Maybe someone else should be doing these perception checks. I seem to not get
I'm
them.
fully geared. I'm gonna leave the room and check out the door as well.
Which one?
The big door, you know.
Johnny door?
When we're all climbing.
Which
around.
one to get on?
I'll do the opposite side.
Okay.
Even farther from the zombie hand. Oh, as you get close enough that I can say it quietly.
16. Oh, that's 14 total
14 total.
for perception.
That's the chair.
You see about the same thing you saw the first time around.
There really isn't much out there.
So,
There's road.
There was road. As you passed by and you were close enough that I didn't have to worry about alerting them, I quietly told you there's a zombie arm nearby.
how wide is this arrow slit?
About that wide. If you wanted to hurt yourself, you could get through.
Or how far is the ground down below?
Probably about a 15-foot drop, maybe 20.
That'd be easy to survive. I'm proficient in acrobatics. I would survive.
Not necessarily. I think it's what, a D6 per 5 feet, or is it 10 feet?
No, it's D6 per 10 feet.
Yeah. So you would at least be taking 2d6 if you failed.
If you failed.
What do you think it would take to pass that?
You,
I know that's not a
So
question.
it's
That's
one of
not a
those
question.
moments of acrobatics as you plummet to the ground.
So I have to decide to take the jump, and then if I take the jump, it's like, well, let's see what happens.
Human-sized creature can squeeze through this slit and crawl out.
It's
Or-
not. It's not a safe fall.
Right. It's better than staying here.
Yeah, it's one of those. Going through the gate would be a safer bet
but it would also have the,
Alright.
because it's also one of those. You don't know how far you're going to have to travel to get somewhere safe,
Right.
and if you hurt yourself falling,
yeah, having an injury and being exposed to the elements is
Or we can try opening the gate with 3 people
3 of the 5.
and alerting everyone who's around because it's a big ass door. It's going to make a lot of noise.
Yep.
So
That's the point I was making earlier.
yeah, those are your options. And
So-
there's no one alive to help that's willing to help us.
You're not wrong. They'd be more than willing to get outside after we're dead.
But it's y'all's choice if y'all want to try to jump. I already made my best decision. I am.
Did you inform us of this decision?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to
Okay, because you're over there just looking at your window. You're like, I think I'm
Bye.
making this.
Bye, guys.
I go
Ah,
back
they
and
do.
tell them like, these are all options that I see, but
Um,
I am leaving.
Do you ever-
we have our gear
Can you
now.
guys defend yourself now?
We
I-
could,
they
but we
could.
don't know if they're more skilled.
Not to mention, there's a bunch of people in that room, 4 dogs, and at least 2 others
Yeah.
roaming around on the 2nd and maybe 3rd floor.
And Captain, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's say, as of right now, we are aware of 1 archer, 1 dude, we at least 1 guy in that room, and a captain who is on a roll trying to work.
And the
us.
Beastmaster with the 4 dogs.
Yeah.
That could be the captain, or it could be.
Yeah.
So
We don't know.
We don't know who it is. So we know a minimum of 4 people because we heard extra voices.
Now, I have guided many people through the wilderness, so getting out, once we get out, we'll be fine.
Just a matter of
If
getting
you'll
out.
decide to follow me. But
Well,
make
I'm not
decision.
staying here.
All
So,
right.
Yeah.
I'm not, but
I can squeeze.
staying here is death. Whether it's sooner or later, it's death. We can try and get what resources we can by fighting them, but the odds are really not in our favor.
Right.
So it's probably safer to run.
Yep.
So let's run.
So I'll squeeze through that one and I'll squeeze through the other one.
Okay.
You go up and you go to start squeezing out. It's
Not yet.
not yet. Okay. Who's first?
I'm already up there still.
Okay. Strength check to squeeze yourself through.
Strength.
I
Acrobatics is
rolled a
usually
7.
used to squeeze through places.
I didn't really get through, but whatever.
So as you're sucking it in and trying to push yourself through an arrow slit slot, you're going to take 1 point of damage from just feeling your ribs crack a little bit as you're pushing through.
It's still worth it.
You get through, but I need that acrobatics as you begin to plummet. Keep yourself from taking too much damage hitting the ground.
So that is a 13.
13. You'll hit the ground and take 1 point of damage as you roll. You're doing that like.
I could have done that better, but honestly, that could have been a hell of a lot worse. Okay, that's good to know.
Ha. 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 Ooh, that's the wrong one. Ha.
Shit.
I had it. I was looking right.
That was fun. I'm so glad I fell and took 2 points of damage for that entire adventure. Great. I'm at 7 now. Did I heal any more from entering the circle earlier?
Nope.
From that 5 that I still had.
You healed from your.
The initial.
You healed half damage for only hanging out there for a little while.
Okay, I didn't
you
know
needed to
because
spend a considerable amount of time there to heal whole.
okay, I didn't. I was only wondering because I spent time left and then came back and then I chilled him there for a little bit while he was exploring.
You still healed a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to try and squeeze through.
Yeah, strength.
$19.
19. Okay, you slip yourself through. Acrobatics.
You slipped so through, yes.
As you
right
fall.
out.
16.
All right, you're good.
I'm guessing 15 was the number to beat.
But he rolled well and rolled well.
Well, it's good.
Point of failure from the first gives you a negative on the second, or an additional DC, or a higher DC. I mean.
It's good for the good, it's good for the gander. So might as well round 2.
There you go. That's fine. Does he have?
Yes, that. So I'm gonna try to jump.
We're outside. I'm a little more beat up than you, but that's okay. We're outside. Oh, wait, am I?
Just
Does
be
he
back
always
on you.
going down?
Right outside. So I'm not worried.
No, he's
down
beat
where I
up
was
more.
getting
That's
through.
what I'm asking.
You watch up.
Okay, I have. I'm at full
Wow.
because I healed off the
Yeah.
altar, and I only taken 1 point of damage.
So
Oh, that's right.
I'm
Because
just gonna
you almost
roll it.
deflected an arrow back at the dude shooting at us. Just grazed you a bit though, and you're like, ah.
what are your stats? 13.
13 total. So this is like that moment of Nick's a dick. So did you go out after them?
I went on the other side.
Yes.
Yes.
However, both sides are the front of the gate.
Yes. I didn't wait for them. I guess I would have jumped like while he was crawling through.
Okay.
So I'm on the ground dusting myself currently.
Now, when you were dusting yourself, perception check, right?
Sure, I can do one.
You're
squeezing,
busy.
dude. I didn't see much. I got a 10.
10. What you do see is the horse and carriage that you first noticed.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you notice the horse and carriage are both halfway encased in ice. The horse is halfway eaten away or cut into, and it's obviously been there for a very long time.
Ah. Nice. At least we're warm.
We were
Ish.
warm. We were
Yeah,
warm.
You were warm.
Were.
You hit the ground, take a point of damage, turn back into yourself.
Yes.
Why?
He's
Oh, nothing.
I might have seen something cheering into
All
you.
of a sudden, you hear a weird, funky noise, and that dude's on the ground on the other side of the gate. Next to you. And it's, I guess. Oh,
Did you only have 1 hit point?
At the time, yes. I'm good now. Okay.
So I heard a weird thud noise. Looked over and he's just sitting there like that hurt.
Yeah.
I was part of the point.
All right.
and I come down after.
Yep, you make it to the ground.
And then you
With
just
style.
You like
chose
rolls, and then you need a couple extra rolls to be dramatic.
Take
It's
away
like,
the
I'm
first,
awesome.
first check.
and it's
That's beautiful.
That was good.
Hey guys, so about that horse.
It has been.
And you guys have made it out of Castle Ear.
Yay!
Is that what we're
We
calling
didn't
it?
die.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll call it. I did have a little bit more that would lead us to the end of the session. However, that's actually a good stopping point.
That took us a long time to get out.
No, mind you, I expected this to be the
Yeah.
first session. This is the event that brings the party together.
Ah, okay.
Um,
So we all got captured one way or another, and now we're here.
you are the survivors of whatever group you were part of.
Oops. Was it intentional they were all going to die at the end?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there's literally no way we could have had the 5 people.
Well, mind you, you could have definitely easily gotten people up to the point and even starting going down the road
But the cold would have killed them.
eventually.
Ah, so they're not as cool as us, is what you're saying.
I purposely was going to
They don't
trim
have plot armor.
the trimming of NPCs was going to happen no matter what.
No matter
By
how
the time we
good
got
was-
to the next destination, there was going to be just us.
No, no matter how good you guys were rolling or doing, the trimming of blank-faced NPCs was going to happen.
I'm really hoping you don't have to set 7 people show up for the next part, dude.
I will not pass 6 players.
I know.
I prefer a group
You will assign someone to mornings.
Yep.
So Saturday mornings now.
Yes,
Cool.
but the next session will not be till January.
this one coming back.
That's
I
okay.
will also not be having a session for my game until January.
Understandable.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed. Tune back in for basically the same episode, but with a different group.
So what had happened was.
So what are you gonna do if someone spent the whole time watching this stream?
Character death.
They better hope